It's all progress. Like, it's all progress. Every step of the way is progress. Like, you know how it gets. You go through life, you're running around, you're doing your thing, you know where you want to get to, but at the same time, you know, it gets rocky. So we could think that there's no progress going on. But all the while, everything that you do is progress. And I'll give you an example. Even me with the filming and getting used to camera equipment, microphones, lighting, noise in the background. Like, most of the time, like, I get it wrong. Does that make sense? Like, I'll film with low light, or I'll film and the mic transmitter wasn't on. The other day I was doing some interviews and the transmitter for the mic wasn't on. So the camera was only picking up from the natural camera, which had a lot of background noise, so I couldn't even use the interview. But it's those moments there where you know you're making progress. Like, for example, today I come to the beach, right? I'm here on the beach, and I turn the camera on, and I know to check the mic now. I know to check the microphone, I know to check the light, I know to check and this is off the back of getting it wrong. This is off the back of, like, not getting it right. But at the same time, those not getting it right moments, they are progress, no? They are they are for you. So, I suppose I say all of that to say this. Like, progress is one of those things where we just, like, look at the mountaintop, or we just look to where we once been. And it kind of don't work like that. Because if you look at where you once been, it'd be hard to see the progress that you're making. Like, once bin's up here and progress is here. You know? Yesterday, for some reason, I wrote on my WhatsApp status, I said, consolidation phase. Consolidation phase. And I don't know why I wrote that. But when you think about it, if we're looking at, like, you know, stocks or graph or even life, there's some points, even growth. Yeah, gotta be careful, the water's coming close. This is beautiful, you know, this is off the rip. So even growth, right? So you look at a chart and then you grow, right? And then at some point, there's gonna be a consolidation phase where you don't really know the price action. You don't know if it's going backwards, if it's going forwards. You're just consolidating, you're just there. Like a stock, you're just there. And then that's the progress, really. The progress is even getting to the consolidation phase. Because now there's something to consolidate. It's something to just, consolidation is just staying, like, it doesn't know what it wants to do. It's just there. It's flat. Like, it could go or it could go. It could rise and go parabolic, or it could dip. Look, I'm moving away from the waves, you know. I'm moving away from the waves. The waves are getting me, man. I started over there as well. I started over there, and then the waves kept coming back. So now I have to move the camera and reset. Again, what would that be? To me, that's progress. Yeah, put the sand on it. Make sure that's buried, planted solidly, so it can perform. That's the tripod, people. You've heard me talk about having a trifecta within life. We always hear about the mind, body, and soul trifecta. But what's the trifecta that holds you up? What's your pillars? I definitely did digress. But we're flowing. Like the water's flowing. And I'm here, man, making progress, man. Wanna leave that one alone. And that's the thing when it's off the rip, man. When it's off the rip, it's just... So yeah, where was we? Stay with me, man. Let me cook. Stay with me. Let me cook. I dare I not cook, man. So yeah, there's a progress. So for some reason, This week, I didn't make no YouTube videos. I looked at my video, the last one, it was 6 days ago. I'm like, huh? 6 days ago, how did that happen? It just happened, you know? It just happened. And sometimes we take our eye off the ball and then 6 days has passed. But then when that 6 days passes, we still punish ourselves thinking that we haven't made no progress. Progress. Don't know why I'm saying progress. That we haven't made no progress. But what if I told you that this week I made so much progress in other areas? Let me say that again. I made so much progress in other areas. But this was a particular area that I didn't make no progress in. Or did I? Let me ask you a question. Was the progress I made in different areas progress for this area? Did you get my point? So remember what I said, we start looking at it from the mountaintop or where we want to be, instead of like just looking at it from where we are. But we get that wrong. We get that wrong, I get that wrong. You can get that wrong. People get that wrong. But it's all progress, people. That's all progress. Tell you a story I saw this week, right? Is a man that lost 4 billion, right? So he lost 4 billion from his company and everything was going wrong. Yeah, he was even going through a divorce at the time. Yeah, and he even joked and said that even during the divorce, because things were going so bad, the wife's lawyers thought that it was much better than it was, and it wasn't. Even shareholders were suing him for the stock plummeting so much. He didn't say what stock it was. Then he said he learned, so he said he had litigation going on, he had this going on, that going on, so many things going on. Thought he wasn't going anywhere. Then he said he learned a method during that time. So think about it, he's got all that going on, and then he says he learned a lesson in that time. I suppose the student was ready because the student was really humbled. He almost flat on his face in his terms. And he said the lesson was to just make a little bit of progress every day. Imagine that, lost 4 billion. He wasn't looking at the mountain from whence or once he came, because that's up there. He said, make a little bit of progress. He said to make a little bit of progress every day. Every single day, you know. And he bounced back. And he bounced back. So if you're out there thinking that you're not where you want to be or things are not going right, the main thing is to make progress. That's what keeping the main thing is. Remember, we're looking for that 1% better each day. 1% over the course of a year is 37%. Start compounding that. And then we go from consolidation to parabolic. Straight up. And that's what progress is, man. That's what progress is. That's what progress is, you know? Bit by bit. Slowly but surely. A lot of us are trying to like run a fast race. I've done that. Remember the hare and the turtle? I've been the hare. It didn't get me nowhere. That kind of rhymes. Now I'm the tortoise. Now I'm the tortoise making progress slowly. What happens with a tortoise? Or a tortoise, or a turtle? I don't know what's happening with my pronunciation today. But what happens to a tortoise? A tortoise. A tortoise. I'm saying the word in my head, but not being able to say it. A tortoise. They go slow. And they make sure they get there. You know, right? So the tortoise goes slow, but he surely gets there. And I've said it before, think about it. If you're, driving down the motorway fast, like, you barely got time to see what's going on around you. I ride motorbike, so when I'm, going fast, I got to concentrate on the road because I haven't got time to look right and left. So, because I'm going at such a high velocity, like, I'll miss the lessons. I can't see it. I might not be able to see the beauty from over there. I might not be able to see the beauty from over there. You know how it goes. But think about the tortoise now, or the turtle. They go slow. Same direction, trying to get to the same destination, but they go slow. Now think about what they will see. Like, let me cook, because they are not going at high velocity. They haven't got to watch out for the same dangers that the daredevil's trying to watch out for. And they see more things. They see more stuff. They're able to take lessons along the way. Think about it. You know a turtle, like, you're going slow, going slow, going slow. You know, get that slow look, that slow examination, that slow learning the lessons in the moment. Hear me now. The turtle looks slow. When you're speeding, going at a high velocity, you can't look, you can't. When you're speeding, going at a high velocity, you have to look straight. You can't do that. If you do that, you crash. So the turtle just takes all the time in the world, going slow to its destination, going slow to its destination. So be like the turtle. The turtle knows that it's making progress. The turtle's getting really wise along the way. He's not looking for it to be over in seconds. He's looking for it to go the distance. But yes, we give thanks. Yes, we give thanks. Yes, we give thanks. We give thanks for progress in our lives right now. We give thanks for progress in our lives right now. We have to give thanks for progress in our life. You are making progress in your life. I'm making progress in my life. We are making progress together. If you're watching this and you're alone, and I'm filming this and I'm alone, then we are together making progress. No? Comment progress below. You know, right now, I'm kind of lucky. I'm lucky because, let's think about it. I'm making these mistakes at a time when I'm getting 10 views per video. I woke up this morning so happy about that. Why? Because it's progress. It's progress, people. Like, I'm getting 10 views per video and I'm happy I'm making mistakes now than to have to make them down the line when I've got thousands of views. Because surely that will happen. Why? Because I'm making progress and I'm grateful for that. Are you grateful for the progress that you're making in life? Hear me now. Are you grateful for the progress that you're making every day? You gotta remember, you know, that shit's rough. Everybody's saying it, shit's rough. People are leaving the UK by the thousands. A lot of people are just getting by. But I'm here to tell you that you're making progress in that getting by. I'm here to tell you that you're making progress in that getting by. The beautiful risings. Just here at the beach, making progress. If you're watching this video with me, you're making progress. You know, can learn together, be together, share together. And just make progress and give thanks, man. So hear me now. Because who don't hear must feel. And who does hear will heal. Positive is the new gangster. And we're out here in the real outside making progress.